Hey, welcome back to Sip Happens.
I'm Rosie.
Yeah, we went over that in the run of show, remember? And I'm Sean. I'm the other host.
You usually do something self-deprecating and then lead to me, so I just wasn't prepared for you to start with me.
I try to mix it up. It up. This week, I've closed my web captioning my monitor so that I don't get distracted by it and don't talk about that instead of what we're supposed to talk about. Aren't you proud of me? Everybody? Good.
Cool. What are we doing this week?
Well, I think we have like a guest or something, right?
I've heard that rumor.
Who's our guest?
Why do you always ask me? You're the one who has that stuff up. I'm the tech person, but it's
so
Justus.
you can at least, so that you can say the name
Hughes?
and then throw back.
Bard and Barbarian.
We can have a
1985 games.
Look at that! You knew all the things I was going to say anyway.
I
Justus
did.
Hughes from Bard and Barbarian, and also 1985 games, and also.
I love when our guests troll us, but no one else can hear them.
I love it. It's so good.
What else are we doing aside from having Justus here?
We're gonna drink some tea, I think.
Yay!
It's almost like it's the premise of the show.
Something.
What
are we drinking? Oh, me. I'll do it. We're drinking Dryad tea again. Yay! Green packets. This one's Ethereal Cogworks. And it is a completely caffeine-free chai! Exclamation mark. Ethereal Cogworks, a place of magic and steam brought to life with this rooibos-based chai. What's in it?
Well, like you've mentioned slightly already, it has rooibos tea, and then honeybush, ginger, clove, pink peppercorn, cardamom, cinnamon, almond pieces, natural flavor, and very, very much contains almonds. I don't like. There's no way that's gonna focus. Whatever.
No, there's no way. Almonds. It does contain almonds.
I'm gonna do this the whole episode.
Oh my gosh! Please don't.
Sorry, Justus. I'll hold still so the beard you drew onto your screen in Sharpie is correctly placed. How's it smell?
We brew this at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 degrees Celsius, and let it steep for 5 to 8 minutes. I already have my water going.
Oh, all right. We're ahead of the game. We'll catch up.
Listen, some of us are professionals. Some of us are you.
This is what I get for digging out like an old college hoodie to like try to be cozy on this show, because we've finally decided that cozy is the way we're gonna go. And then you show up in like this gorgeous blazer and dress.
I'm awesome. Did you say dress? Because you are so wrong, y'all. I'm wearing leggings.
Oh man, I can't see the bottom half of your body. How dare I not know that was fine?
Just saying, this smells really good.
You know what else smells good?
I don't know if I want to know. Actually, I might skip it.
Well, I'm going to tell our audience, and you can deafen yourself if you want. What else smells good is some of these shiny silver objects that I have with me. ASMR that for you. That Bard and Barbarian recently released. So let's get Justus on here and talk to him about...
Hey, hang on a second. I'm pouring my tea. I can't switch screens.
Oh my God.
Stay there, Justus.
Not the professional?
Don't leave us.
Nope. He's gone.
I was pouring tea. This is a tea show, Justus. Hold on a second. Let's bring our guest stuff.
Justus Hughes just left the building.
Hey, Justus. Welcome to Sip Happens.
I believe you're on screen.
You are. You're here. You can join us. Okay. All right.
Oh, well. He's
no.
hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, man.
Look, they told me to be cozy, so I wore a onesie. And then I show up, and Rosie's wearing a blazer like a professional, and I'm here in pajamas.
I haven't worn a hoodie in years, and look at this. Rosie's making us look bad, man.
I dressed down for the last episode. We talk about this every week. We really need to coordinate better.
I feel like that's on entrance, Steve.
Like right off screen, your changing room, so you can do quick changes in between scenes.
I mean,
yes.
You do like
my
a cut
bedroom's
scene.
right there.
And my kitchen's there, which is where I normally change my clothes. So.
Me too.
My water has finished.
It's where the neighbors get the best view.
Right, that's the key.
Happy neighbor, happy life. That's how it goes, right?
I think so. My neighbor. Oh no, not a story for air. Never mind.
I moved here during a pandemic, so I have not met any of my neighbors.
Where did you? So yeah, you recently moved last year. Where did you move to? How are you settling in?
Yeah, how's it going?
well, moved from Indianapolis to Utah. So right now I can tell you it's real nice since they're without power in certain places and have like 18 inches of snow dumped on them. So win.
Very happy with your
Improve.
choice.
Yeah. It's a desert here, so it snows, but then it melts. There's no snow on the ground by 11. I don't have to shovel anything because it's all
That sounds
melted.
ideal.
I get lots of sunlight.
Still have that gnat from last week's episode.
Yep, it's been hanging out for a whole week apparently. I hate everything.
Is this
That's
your
fine.
pet?
Justice,
Yes.
what do you do? We heard you do like Bard and Barbarian in like a 1985 games, which sounds like a terrible year, by the way. I just thrown that out there. What an awful year to have been born. I assume that's when you were born for no reason other than the fact that I
not.
also was born in 1985.
I was born in 1984.
Oh,
So
was my husband. Congratulations.
old man here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I, during the day, by day, I am the operations manager for 1985 games. We do Dungeon Craft, which is a cost-effective way for any gaming group or individual to get really high-quality gaming tiles. So it comes in a book, so it's a loose-leaf book of 12-point cardstock laminated for wet or dry erase use, and high quality art for buildings, mostly fantasy, all fantasy right now, adventures, D&D and Pathfinder. And we released 2 books, Dungeon Craft Volume 1, which is kind of generic. It's got buildings, it's got inns, it's got a little castles and things like that. One of my favorite features of it is you can flip them. So on one side it'll have the roof, so you can start an exterior and then you flip it over, and on the other side you can move your characters inside. And it's portable and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. $30.
Nice.
And you can walk out the door with 1,000 pieces. Now you do have to cut them all out, which kind of, that's a chore. But I met the guys up in Portland a couple years ago, and we've maintained a friendship ever since. And I left my last job last summer and started working freelance for them. And then by night, I work at well, I don't really. Is it work at if you own it and it's a gaming? So
yeah, no,
Bard
it's
and Barbarian
work.
is a streaming channel that my fiance Diana and I started, and then we started a little online store as well, and we sell little cute items that we get made by a bunch of different creators in the community. So we do some streaming. We stream on a lot of different channels as well as our own, and maintain a web store. And it's this is my life now. I don't know how I got here, but here I am, and this is where I live.
So you're like an amateur facial hair person, right? Like you
Is that,
just
did we
started growing
cover
facial
that
hair.
at all? I like how that's just where you win. We're like, Justice is like, I run this
Amateur.
like Bard and Barbarian thing, and I do this, and you're like, how about your facial hair?
It was a segue. Like I was gonna use the facial hair thing to get into the grooming products that Bard and Barbarian has released recently. But yeah, your mustache was at one point.
I mean, amateur is a little condescending, my friend. I'm sorry, but I have trophies.
He's just jealous, or they're just jealous.
On this wall that you can't see.
Oh, sure, yeah, on the wall we can't see.
I have. I mean, we can spin it.
Oh my gosh, this is happening.
Yes,
this one is 13th place.
It's not a trophy.
Is that a trophy or a certificate?
Certificate, yeah.
This is a certificate for 13th place of Imperial Mustache at the World Beard and Mustache Championships at Austin, Texas in 2013. I intend to go to the World Beard and Mustache Championships in New Zealand in 2023. So,
nice.
You decide. Amateur.
This is why this is happening. This is you're growing it out, preparing.
So traditionally, I do just the mustache,
Right.
but Diana wants me to be able to put braids in my beard, and I'm gonna try and do full beard styled stash at Nationals in 2022 and Worlds in 2023.
That's awesome. That's intense. I'll watch or attend. I don't know how these things work.
So beard competitions nationally and worldwide are all for charity. So generally you pay somewhere between $15 and $25 for entry fee, and all of that money goes to a charity that the local club selects. And for the Worlds and Nationals, they do a live stream usually.
Nice. So
So
I
you
have
were
two things here.
segueing into something. Let's
Yeah.
see it.
I have these two things here.
Yeah, you got prototypes.
Yeah, Justice, and I'm showing you this
You
side.
have
Can I
so
show you
much
the other
to
side?
use them on.
Yeah, where it's just
Yeah.
handwritten on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this showed up. So I had ordered like some of the beautiful dice that Bard and Barbarian have, and a few other things just before Christmas. And then like these showed up in like a plastic Ziploc bag in the package. And I messaged Justice's wonderful fiance Diana, and I was like, "Did you just go into his part of the bathroom and send me some of his personal stuff? Like,
My
what is
stash.
happening here?" And that's when they told me that they had very kindly sent me along their prototypes. But the official versions are out now, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we released them last week. I think all the days run together now. I barely have concept of time.
Well, and last week when we're
yeah.
recording, as opposed to last week when this airs.
True. Yes. Sorry. Beginning of February is when we released those. We have 3 different products with 2 different scents. So our store is kind of divided into Bard and Barbarian type things. So coloration, most of our Bard things have a lyre or some other musical instrument on them. Our Barbarian ones have a battle axe of some sort. And I have a friend that owns a men's clothing store in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I almost said Oklahoma City, Utah. That was very different. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and he creates his own grooming products. And so I was like, hey, buddy, let's do something. So we created the Bard scent, which is cedar, allspice, and leather, and our Barbarian, which is sage and blood orange. And I think they turned out amazing. We have a beard balm, which if you have any sort of facial hair, you should be using a beard oil or a beard balm. It's just, it helps with beard druff. A lot of folks don't realize that beard, as beard hair grows out, it pulls all the moisture out of your skin, and that's where you get the dandruff in the beard, the white flaky and dry skin, and it itches. So having a high quality comb, a good brush, and beard oil is the #1 recommendation that I give to folks who want to try and grow something. And the other product that you have there, the smaller tin, Sean, is a solid cologne, which is fantastic for travel. It's throw it in your pocket. You apply it a couple times a day. It's shea butter based, so it'll stay on the skin. You just take a pea size amount, rub it onto your pressure points. You're good to go.
What scent is that? Because I have a thing about scent. Do you remember what scents in the cologne?
What's it say on the tin there for you, Sean?
Barbarian.
We did the same. Okay, so that's the leather, cedar, and allspice.
Yeah.
And then the Bard, we have both scents in all 3 products: lotion, beard oil, and solid cologne.
Nice.
Well, they both smell amazing, and I've been using them both since late last year. Especially the beard balm. I feel like it's really helped.
So actually, Sean, I wanted to tell you this before, but I figured this was the best time to do it. That's not beard balm, that's Nair. So it was supposed to be a joke, but I'm sorry. I feel real bad about it.
Oh, this explains so much about my last few months of life.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how long are we supposed to steep this tea?
I'm like 5 to 8 minutes. We've hit that.
That's happened, right? All right.
Yeah.
Let me pull this Justice, since we're that super professional transition right there. What are you drinking? I see you got a cup over there.
Yes, I do have a cup.
Ooh,
it's my favorite
Tell us about
cup.
the cup. Tell us about what's in it.
So first off, this cup is a mustache.
Yeah,
cup.
lift it up because your nameplate is. Lift it up. Your nameplate was covering your mustache. Ah, okay, very cool.
There we go. I don't want it to spill. So it has these actually originated in the 1800s, I think. 1600s, somewhere in there. Sometime when facial hair was fashionable. So you can find antique mustache mugs elsewhere. But this is actually made by Jason Kiley, who does One-Eyed Cat Designs on Etsy. And he hand does all of his mugs and then puts a cool little image on the outside. I love it. It's fantastic. It's heavy. It keeps things warm. It's ceramic. And today I'm actually cheating just a little bit. So I do. Let's see. I was gonna do a bit about sweet tea because I'm from the South, and iced tea and just really make you guys cringe, but I'll opt not to do that.
I mean, I'm also from the South, so.
I had a recommendation from a friend for Zinpair honey tea, and I picked this up. Oh, my lighting. There we go. Picked this up in December, and it's cheating because you don't have to steep it. It's all in here together. So it's honey mixed with, this particular one is Enlightened Mint, wildflower honey.
I think I know who
green
that
tea.
friend is.
Yeah. Spearmint leaves and peppermint. So this has become my go-to afternoon tea because it has a little bit of caffeine to get me through the rest of the day, and it's super easy. You put a teaspoon in hot water, boom, done. You don't have to steep it or anything like that. So
Awesome.
Cheating just a little bit, but I have gotten out of the habit of it. But there was a time where I was into tea quite big. When I went to Afghanistan for the first time, it was my evening ritual to boil up a little glass of tea, and so I had people send me loose leaf teas, and this is one of my favorite little tea containers. If I can get it open. It's cherry wood.
I love puzzles.
Oh, there we go. It's not a puzzle. It's just a.
Mm.
It's empty right now because I finished it. But, my fancy little tea.
That's awesome.
This one has one of my favorite teas, which is flavored toasted nut brulee, and it smells.
That sounds really good.
I opted not to actually steep tea today because, unlike you fine folks, my water heater is upstairs, or my electric kettle.
Mine's normally in the kitchen, but beforehand I drag everything I own into this corner of the apartment.
This is genuinely my regular office setup. I don't change a thing. So
Smells good.
Rosie.
It smells great.
It does smell good. It does smell good. What am I smelling? The honey bush, I think. It's very.
I love this tea.
How do you know that already? We've definitely only just tried this for the first time.
Oh, right.
You have something else next to you, Justus. Just past that white canister. What's that red thing? Nope, other way. Down. It's the hat, Justus, the hat.
This is my brand new hat from Gorin Brothers.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a beast. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. Yours has a cool dragon print on it, though.
I'll just see myself
out. You're
out.
talking about the snake skin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that's genuine dragon skin.
Yeah, they killed the last ones. What's on the underside of the bill on yours? Because I couldn't find
Nothing.
it. Nothing.
You got a limited edition one.
This just came in today. Like, I went outside to the mailbox and grabbed it just before this interview.
Really?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought you got it a while back.
I got the Atlanta one. The audience members will remember I wore it on our episode with Dr. B a little while ago. But that one just came in today, and I was super psyched because I know yours just came a day or two ago as well.
Yep.
And now we can be hat bros.
Hat bros. So whenever you wear your dragon hat, know that somewhere out there I am wearing my dragon hat, and it's like we're looking at the same moon.
Is that what it's like?
Yes, Rosie, don't ruin this.
Okay, sorry.
We're having a moment. Shh.
Yeah, all right. Just let me know when you want me to join in again.
This is what love looks like. Seriously, y'all, these are amazing, and you should use them.
BardandBarbarian.com.
Yeah, and there's awesome stone dice, right? You guys have the stone dice?
Yep, I don't think we're sold out. We need to order some more. But yeah, we've got stone dice, resin dice, die-hard dice, which are an enamel-coated metal. We've got some beautiful spell books by Elderwood Academy. By the time this one airs, we will have brand new spell books. New combination. We've got some really exciting stuff coming down the pipe on that. I actually messaged from Quentin today that the box was returned to him for some reason. So he was verifying our address. But by the time this airs, we should have them back here, and they will be up on the store. Unless Sean buys all of them, in which case, better luck next time.
We had that wasn't on this show. That was on a different thing I was doing. I was DMing a thing with Andy Demps, and he was like, "Yeah, I work for Elderwood Academy sometimes," and I was like, "Please ignore all of the wormwood and none of the." Like, I was like, "I need to get some Elderwood to display as well because I do love both." But yeah,
Didn't you get one of our spell books? I thought you did. The mini spell books?
No, I didn't get a spellbook.
No, I'm mistaken.
I bought everything
I'm
else.
mistaken.
I bought everything else you offer except for the spellbook, like a bad friend.
All of the dice. I love the Underdark dice. Are you a dice aficionado, Rosie?
When you say aficionado, do you mean goblin?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, just hang on. I will get up for this.
Oh man, this is everybody's just moving their cameras around. Oh no, she's just
a red letter day. All right.
Well, now it's just oh my god, that's so loud.
That's like half of them. The other, I have all my red and black ones. Diana sent me some really beautiful, like they're red and blue, but they're pretty close. So I have those in my blood cleric bag. Oh, I have some dice over there too. But yeah, I like dice a lot.
Have you seen the Underdark dice from Bard and Barbarian?
That's my favorite. That's what I was gonna bring up.
I
love Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye is my favorite. It's a synthetic stone, but it has that chatoyancy where it reflects the light really nicely.
Yep.
And the black Cat's Eye, you wouldn't think, oh, it's a black dice, but when you're actually looking at it, it has this depth to it, and it's like, in the white.
I do need more black dice because Alessandra mostly has red dice. And for Valentine's Day, I got some new red dice because I didn't want roses. Is that weird? Did we talk about this on the show yet? How even though all y'all call me Rosie, I actually hate roses. Not my flower of choice.
Roses are an over. Wait, I forgot the word that I was going to use.
Yes, but you're right. Commercialized.
They're
overhyped.
Yeah. We'll call
Diamonds
it that.
of the plant world.
Yeah, there's so many prettier flowers out there.
Yeah.
And the smell of roses, let's say roses, I think.
Get in the comments.
I prefer Gerber daisies. They're my very favorite flowers. So if any of y'all want to send me flowers, Gerber daisies are my choice. But really, send me dice. I'd much rather have dice over anything.
We'll post Rosie's home address right here in the.
Yeah, that sounds like
Twitch
not
chat.
a problem at all.
Feel free to send her flowers. That's not going to be weird.
Yeah.
No, as I said, flowers die. Dice go in dice jail when they suck, but you can clear them of their sucking energy and use them again.
Yeah, that's science.
Flowers die, but dice kill.
Yeah, that's true.
So Justus, 1985 Games has a Kickstarter coming up, right?
Or already happened. Launched.
Yeah, whenever this actually airs, we are planning on doing a Kickstarter, and I can't talk about what it is yet, just that it is coming the second week of March, I believe. Let me check the date.
That's 9th. What you said in the pre-show.
9th of March is when we're going to launch it. I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're coming out with something that's new and unique and can be used. So the problem with the main book that 1985 makes, the Dungeon Craft Tiles, is it's for physical play only, really. We do have it on Roll20 as well. It's one of my projects that I've been working diligently on. But ultimately, it's for live play. And the product that we're coming out with next month can be used regardless where you're playing or how you're playing or what game you're playing. It is geared toward D&D, I will say that. But the piece of it that I'm most excited about, and we can recap that later at some future point if anybody really wants to talk about it, is a piece that's more universal.
That's awesome. So I added a little honey to mine. I like it without honey, but I also really like it with honey.
Fair.
What are you thinking of it, by the way?
I'm really enjoying it. I'm very much enjoying this.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that I owned a bigger bag of. I think I owned a bigger packet of earlier in my life, and then I drank it all. And then I spent an exorbitant amount of money to get 75 different flavors. And I've been grateful about that, but I might need to go back and order some of the ones I really enjoy.
Well, that's the purpose of this whole thing, right? So you can find out which ones you enjoy and go back and reorder those.
Yeah, that's really.
Have you approached them about a sponsorship yet?
Hey, speaking of,
If you want to order your
Everybody at
own,
home.
try it. 10% off if you use the code SIPHappens.
Hey, that's really cool.
That was an
Congrats,
excellent-
guys.
man, I'm so glad we rehearsed that. That was such a good throw. Justice,
Yeah,
well
we
done.
told Justus all this beforehand, of course.
Yep, all of this is scripted.
Yeah, we got this good give and take.
I really like
So,
it.
one of the things that I love about Bard and Barbarian, other than their amazing products, their super soft shirts and their grooming products and all of the dice, and a Hodor plushie that I might get someday. Y'all do a bunch of streaming games.
It's en route, but right now Ocean Freight is. That's true. Yeah.
I believe that it'll show up. It's fine. So coming up in or back in March and April, what can the people find? What can people do to see your face?
So starting in March, we just finalized or just released the final cast members for Ash and Ruin, which is going to be a 4-part Vampire the Masquerade series set in Depression era Chicago. It's the first
happiest era.
BTM game that, super happy. World of Darkness. Take it down a notch, yo. Diana is running the storytelling for that one. It's her first one, so she's very excited about it. The cast is out of this world. We've got Kelly, the Opera Geek, Michelle White. Michelle Light. I apologize. B. Dave Walters and Cynthia Marie. And
It's
myself.
Powerhouse.
It's Kelly, Michelle, Cynthia, B. Dave, and then Justus down here.
All right, we'll let Justus play because he lives in this house, I guess.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner over here and let you guys be amazing and awesome. But I'm looking forward to it. I just finished my character. I'm playing the Malkavian, which Malkavians are one of those characters that have problems in their portrayal because they have a mental health condition, generally of some sort of psychosis, and they often get played very stereotypically. So I'm cognizant of that, and I'm concerned about playing that. But it's a character you can have a lot of fun with.
Well, actually, Justice, this is one of the reasons we asked you on here today is because we heard about that, and we have Dr. B here with us. Let's bring Dr. B on. Talk about. No, he's not back.
I was like, do we? Because
He's not backstage.
seems like a lot of pre-planning that I was not involved in or told about.
Jerry. And then in April, we are going to be starting a zombie game called Outbreak Undead by Hunters Entertainment. It's a very different system. I'm still learning it, but I'm going to be running that one. And I am excited about it because I love zombies. It's my favorite, like, horror. I don't do horror. I don't like ghosts. I don't like possession. I don't do demons. I don't watch any of those scary things because I don't like them. Yeah. But zombies, I'm all about. I'll watch zombie movies all day, every day.
Any casting that you can talk about for that?
So, not yet. We're gonna hold on to that for the time being because we haven't confirmed all of the cast yet. One of them, because this will be later. Thinking in the past with the future ahead of me. This is a challenge. How do you guys do this?
We don't either. It is
Xavier.
Awkwardly, which is kind of the whole brand. So,
Lord Fancy on social media. He is on my Call of Cthulhu game every other Thursday, and he's going to be joining us because he too has an affinity for zombies. So I do know that one cast member, and Alexander Eccles. He's a friend that I met through the Dice World. He's a voice actor that lives in Seattle now, Vancouver, somewhere in that area, and he's going to be joining us as well. So I'm not going to announce the remaining cast members until I really solidify them. But let me tell you, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I may not figure out how to actually play this game, but you know what? We're gonna kill some zombies and survive, and I'll yes and our way through it. I'm excited about it.
As long as games are fun, then you're playing them right.
Price, yeah, exactly.
So that's in April. Outbreak Undead,
and
then you have another one in April, right?
Yeah. So we've been doing Diana and myself and Mason Dula, Neurological, and Emily the Spoon. Have all been doing a trip through the world of darkness, and let me tell you, that is a fun trip. So we're doing several World of Darkness games, all set in New York City. excuse me. And we've done Vampire, we did Werewolf, we did Wraith, and we just finished Changeling. We're taking a month off so that we can do the Ash and Ruin game, and then we're coming back Fridays in April on Q Times. That's Queuee. To do Mage, which is, from what I'm told, that's the Matrix. So
Yeah,
pretty happy about that. And we
Awesome.
might be doing the Technocracy instead. So we're going to be the bad guys. And then after that, in May, we're doing a final wrap up where all of us take one of the characters that we played, as long as they didn't die, because we lost a few along the way. And we're going to do a big compilation show where it kind of all finalizes. I don't know what rule set we're going to use yet. That's on B-Dave to figure out. But we're gonna finish up this 6-month story arc that's been going on in New York, and I'm excited.
It's awesome.
One of the things that I definitely like about your games and your campaigns is that much like the Ash and Ruin, right? They seem to mostly be like limited series, right? You're doing a set number of episodes. You go in knowing, and then like maybe there's tie-ins later down the road, but that's really interesting because a lot of actual play in our world like continues forever for hundreds and hundreds of episodes. What made you guys want to produce in that way?
So it's about it's about allowing something for the viewers, really. So I have never watched Critical Role. I'll say it because I've heard it's great. I listened to a couple of the one-shots that they've done, and I enjoy it, but the actual Critical Role campaign is too intimidating to jump into at this stage of my life, right? Like, I can't go back and listen to hundreds of episodes to figure out what's going on.
Me neither.
And that's that's kind of where things are at. So we are running our Call of Cthulhu campaign is ongoing. I don't know when I'm going to wrap that one up, if I'm going to wrap it up, but I have ideas to section it off, and we might change cast members. We might do something like that where we're starting in the same world, but we're starting a new campaign arc. And the reason behind that is it's hard to maintain. It's hard to maintain everything doing that, you know. Not only for the cast, for production, for writing, the whole 9 yards, but also for viewers to jump in. It's easy for them to catch 4 episodes, enjoy the story arc as it goes, and finalize. And what I'm finding with the World of Darkness, especially where it has such deep lore, and it's got people that are dedicated fans, and they've been doing the World of Darkness for 20 years, it's a lot easier to run a 4-game series where you can be silly and not have to worry about the ramifications on the lore as a whole. And also, one of the things that personally, as a viewer, as a consumer of streamed products and a producer of streamed products, is you aren't playing a game so much when you're streaming, you're performing. And that's one of the things that I feel some streamers don't get. You know, you're still trying to play your home game with talking over people and making jokes and enjoying play, and that's one way to do it, and that's absolutely, if that's what you want to do, that's how you do it. But if you want to run it like a you have different character choices because you know that it's over, right? Like you can make a dramatic moment so in Roll Up on YouTube as well, through a choice that the cast member made because something just happened to my screen where I'm all alone now. Did we get dropped?
What happened?
We can still see and hear you. You got a little digitized on my end, but
okay,
you're still with us on our end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
okay, cool. Sorry.
Players are more comfortable making more definitive choices that might end their character because they know it's a limited story.
Precisely, right? which allows the storyteller to build more drama into something, which makes it a very enjoyable and consumable media format.
Yeah.
And people want more of those stories and those cast members, and it's it might come back. Parts of it might come back, but wrapping it up with a neat little bow on it makes it. I enjoy doing it that way.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
if y'all haven't checked out any of the Bard and Barbarian, any of their streams, I highly recommend it. The one you all kind of started with, the Vampire the Masquerade with B. Dave in New York, Anarchs of New York, was that?
That's correct. Yeah.
Excellent. Like 6 episodes.
That one we pushed to 7. Well, it's 7, 8 because halfway through B. Dave got confused on the numbering, so there's episode 4, 5, but it's really just one episode. So it runs 1 through 8, but 4 and 5 are the same episode.
Hey, B. Dave, have you met this bus? We'll ask him about this betrayal when he comes on.
Yeah, I will.
We have him scheduled, right?
Yes, we do.
It's in the show notes on the YouTube video. B. Dave forgot how to count. Okay, so I'm a bit spoiled in this front, so I will throw this out there. I had not played World of Darkness before picking up the mantle of Dimitri on Vampire, and look, guys, I got introduced to World of Darkness by B. Dave freaking Walters. So I mean, yeah, it's hard to go up from there. You know, you start at the top. There's so that is got big shoes to fill, but she's been working on her storyline, and I think it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be good consumable content.
It's awesome.
Good consumable. That's right. Yes, I hope to one day suffer at the table of B. Dave. Because Rosie, you've played with him as well, right?
I've done 2 charity games with him. Yeah, it's different when you're playing a charity game, especially because, like Justus was saying, I mean, yes, even your like 4 or 5 episode things, you want to be characters and playing a role, but like when you're playing on a stream where you want people to donate large sums of money, like you have to be kind of goofy and over the top, and B. Dave is always over the top with things. And that's actually how I met Diana, was through a charity stream that her and I were in together at B. Dave's table.
That's the one where you did the level 20 characters, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we all died and she didn't. So that was fine.
Ascended to godhood.
That's okay. My character in the one prior to that ascended to godhood. So I'm trying not to be offended that I had to. Not only did I die, but like my battle axe was my cursed battle axe that I loved was taken from me by a dragon because it didn't want to like get stuck at the bottom of the ocean to die. So it called like its ex-girlfriend dragon to like free it. This was a one shot. It was.
I don't remember the game I played last night that well.
Yeah.
Look, we already covered the fact that Rosie's professional and you're not. So
that's true. We did.
I do DM 4 games a week for kids and have to keep their storyline straight, plus the one that I do with my friends.
It's too many.
So it stays in there.
Have less kids, Rosie. What's wrong?
Well, they're not my kids necessarily. they're kids who sign up for the program I run, and then I teach them to do that. So,
check out Roleplay Leads.
You know, if you have time.
Yeah. Very cool. How are we doing on time? Speaking of,
we've got a little time. Do you want to do a question?
Do you want to do a ridiculous hypothetical question, Justus?
Me? Yeah, always.
I love these, and I mean, I love that our guests are don't always love these, but I do love a guest who's into it.
So we have 2 options, both of them by Chuck Klosterman. Would you like the red box, which is newer and I know less about, or the black box? This is a question.
New. Wait. Say what were we gonna say? This is a question.
So this is a question. The twist on this is you have to imagine a person and then answer the question with that person.
That one is so much work. I'm excited for it.
This one. All right.
Let's do it. Sure. Yeah.
I'm putting like all my energy into this episode because our 3rd recording for the day got canceled. So I'm like, I don't have to reserve anything.
That's true. I'm so hungry. We like having with this time zone, like lunch doesn't happen for me. Ooh, good job, Justus.
Yeah,
hey, who's that in the background?
Dramatic here.
Who's that?
That's Lima Bean.
Hi, Lima Bean.
She's a puppy.
Yeah.
And Hodor's actually directly behind me.
I was wondering where.
You won't be able to see him. because my nameplate, but
I think I can see it.
there's his little dog butt. His little dog butt down there. This way.
All right. So in this superthetical, you please imagine a specific person. This person is a close platonic friend. So choose a close platonic friend from your real life. Let us know who you've
real
chosen.
person.
Yeah. This is not a.
Can I hear the rest of the question before I put this person in this situation?
Nope. And I'm playing by the same rules. I've not flipped it over. I have no idea what the question's going to be. This person is a close platonic friend. Who am I going to choose? I want to choose somebody that like people are aware of because that'll be funnier. I'm gonna go with. I feel like we're pretty close at this point. I'm gonna go with Dr. B. He and I chat most days, and we're friends. And you people know who he is. So, close platonic friend, Dr. B. Who do you got for us, Rosie?
I had somebody picked out, and then you're like, let's talk about people in this particular community so that other people would know.
I'm just adding rules of my own.
I understand, but I kind of want to play by the same rules. I don't, we've talked about my feelings on friends here. And that I can't make any. I'm gonna pick Spoons.
Spoons?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
then I'm gonna pick her husband.
Perfect.
Does he have a name?
Luth.
I don't know how they feel about real names.
Yeah, I meant like, does he have a nom de guerre? All right, so this person is a close platonic friend. We've all chosen people that hopefully our audience is familiar with.
Or if not, go look them up on the internet.
Yeah. All right, so this person was recently released from a hospital where they were treated for a seemingly is in parentheses, minor head injury. The only consequence of the injury is a rare form of localized amnesia. They do not recognize you. As far as they are concerned, you've never met and they know nothing about you. When they see photographs of the two of you together, it feels, to them, as if they're looking at a picture they took with a stranger. And this problem seems to apply only to your specific relationship. They recognize everyone in their life except you. But you, of course, still know everything about them. And our question, do you attempt to rebuild this friendship? Why or why not?
Seems like so much work, and it's nothing personal. It just seems like I don't have the energy for rejection. Like, it seems like so sad, and I'm like, I can't afford the rejection, so.
Sorry, Spoons, you're not worth the work.
No, I can't manage the rejection.
What about Luth? What about you, Justus?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Good. Not
only is Luth, he's a good person and enjoys a lot of the same things that I enjoy, and I don't want to pat myself on the back here, but I don't feel like it would be that difficult. You orchestrate a situation where, oh, hey, you like this thing? I like this thing too. And he's the type of person that would just start chatting you up about it. And so then you just very carefully insert a few, oh yeah, I heard I really like green dice. And he's like, oh my God, I really like green dice too. And instant friendship, boom, done.
Nice.
Not saying he's shallow or anything, but I know what he likes, and I feel like it'd just be he's nice and friendly enough to chat you up on the conversation, and then it just snowballs from there, which is basically what happened anyway. So I just rewind 3 years and start over.
So yeah, Dr. B and I have been friends for like less than a year. I think at the end of this month is when PAX East was last year, and that's this month being February when we're recording. But I feel like I would there's enough evidence of our friendship like in media, like there's pictures or chat logs and things like that.
No, because he'd look at those and say that you're a stranger. You can't look at existing things.
But he would still know that it's like he doesn't know who I am, but he does know that the entity that is me is who he was chatting with, right? Like, it's not like he doesn't recognize that chat log is attached to me. He just doesn't have any memory of like our relationship, right? Regardless, Dr. B was incredibly approachable and a very nice person, and our friendship blossomed pretty organically because we found out we had a lot of things in common. And I think I would just rebuild from there. And we would lose a year, and that's sad, but I definitely think it's worth rebuilding, worth the effort.
But you didn't lose a year.
That's true.
He lost a year.
And then I would just know all kinds of weird secrets he's told me, which I'm not going to say here. But like, just be like, hey, remember that time? And then he'd be like, how do you know this?
Yeah, you just drop them in randomly. And you just you make like a strange face, and you're like, and then you tell the secret, and he's like, "Oh my god,
how did you know?"
You apologize, and you say, "I'm sorry, that happens on occasion."
But no, I think that the friendship was.
If Spoon drank the tea that I bought that we like that I have at her place that I haven't gotten yet, I'd be sad. Because she forgot it was for me. Like, she's like, oh, all this tea is here, and I ordered this for Rosie, and then she forgot, and then she just drank it. That would make me sad.
You have tea at her.
She just forgot about you.
So we don't live far apart, but we just haven't had time to see each other. Like, in real life, we don't live that far apart. And so there was and she's like, well, instead of paying like double the shipping and all of this stuff, like, let's just order it all and send it here, which we did. And I just haven't made it there yet. So that has to happen. So we could bond over tea.
But then she forgets about you, and you just like knock on the door, and you're like, "Hey, strange question, but would you happen to have dryad tea?"
This particular
right
tea we
now?
ordered. It's tea and absinthe we ordered, I believe.
Yeah, we get other brands sometimes.
I like the folks at Tea and Absinthe. They were on the convention circuit. I hope that they are doing well.
Yeah.
Us too, because I like them too. But yeah, I think that I would start with tea again, and like we bonded over. Yeah, I mean,
absinthe.
Listen.
Start with tea and absinthe.
Yeah, we bonded over both of those things. Yeah, no, I would take the time to. I don't have enough friends to just be like, this one's not worth the time. like,
you know what?
Friend that I care about.
I'm just gonna write this one off. I'll go find somebody else.
Yeah. Imagine a specific close platonic friend that you're fine with not being close to anymore.
It's like, you know what?
David Houston. I've been friends with you since 6th grade, and you're basically my brother, but I want you to forget who I am.
It's like, yeah.
All right. You know what? We're not going to have this discussion on air because I don't have the energy for it. But like, I just am curious how people have friends for that long.
In David's cases, I keep doing terrible things to him. Like, I stabbed him in the face with a sword once. I hit him with a car. I broke his laptop.
Yeah. I mean,
I lived in his house.
I don't do those kinds of
his
things.
Girlfriend and married her. Well, that last one's an asterisk. Not technically true, but everything else.
Cool. Seems like a great way to keep friends. Obviously, I will not be asking you about how to make friends.
I don't know how to make friends. I do know how to keep friends. And you keep friends by being really mean to them in funny ways.
Great. Enjoyable. You want to tell Justus about our rating system?
How to lose friends and alienate people.
I do want to tell Justus about our rating system. So, Justus, we have this rating system that goes from 0 to 5. I can't tell if he's doing a bit again or if he's actually just frozen on my screen, but I'm going to assume he's there. So 0.
No, I am losing my pen here slightly.
Along with us.
Everything seems to be having a problem right now.
Yep, and he's back.
I can still hear you guys, but things are freezing slightly.
Yeah, Sean, you froze too for me. I don't have anything open on my computer.
I think it's probably a background issue. If it's happening to all of us, like, there's no way. But regardless, so 0 stars, bad, would recommend against. 1 star, fine, but not or will drink to be polite.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. You're talking about tea. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No, this is our Justus ratings. 2-star Justus is below average. I would drink, but wouldn't buy. 3 stars, good, would buy, not preferred. 4, great, will order again. And 5 is awesome, must keep on hand, which is how I feel about this Justus. He's a 5 in my life. So, where are you at with this one, Rosie?
5. Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah?
I will buy
5
it.
out of
I've had
5.
it. 5 out of 5. You?
It's awesome. So, looking back on our notes, I have had this one before as well, and I was not as impressed with it before. The first time I had it, when we brewed it in a pot, my notes are this: caffeine-free chai, unfortunately, is hot clove water, and I had given it a 2. I don't know why a single cup brew instead of a pot brew has changed my opinion so much, but this has taken it from a 2 all the way up to a 4. I love the nuanced flavors. I love a chai. We all know that. And the caffeine free, like being able to have something like this right before bed, chef's kiss. I love it.
Yeah.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Oh, are we getting a puppy?
Oh,
She's whining.
Is
You
Mama
say hi?
wearing a cape?
No, she's got a little harness on.
Oh, okay.
so cute.
Such a cutie. Where can
She
we
does
see
have
more
clothes though. We had matching sweaters for a while, but she outgrew it.
Oh.
Does Lima Bean have her own Instagram or anything? Where can we see more Lima Bean?
No, she shows up on Bard and Barbarian. She's got her own emote, so she's got emojis on our Twitch channel and our Discord channel. She's our hype emote.
Emotes for this show.
As she should
hype?
be.
That's awesome.
You hypey? You say hi?
So cute.
Ooh, she likes the beard balm. She likes to. So I put it in right before I go to sleep, and she attacks my face.
My
Is that
dogs
your
do that with
recommendation?
lotion. Like if I put lotion on, they're like salivating. I'm like, go away, weirdos. Please stop.
Mm.
Give me space.
Barbecue sauce yourself up there. Let me.
Yeah, if it was barbecue sauce, I'd understand it, but like it's just plain unscented lotion. It doesn't make sense. Justus, what do you
No,
rate your
dogs don't
tea that
make
you
sense.
just had
Yeah.
based on our scale?
I would say a 4. It's not necessarily one that I'm gonna keep on hand. I actually got a large thing of a similar. It's a similar thing from Costco. It's the honey, but it's a ginseng and ginger and lemon tea.
Mm-hmm.
That's all mixed in together. So that's one that I keep on hand because it comes in large containers. But this one is it's really good. It's a good wake me up in the afternoon. And I did get the sampler from them, which comes with 8 different teas, and this is by far my favorite.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the sampler?
Yeah.
If you do, Sean will buy it.
They have a chai in there, actually, Sean. I don't know how great it is. It's not one that I think I only had it once, but it's worth it for sure. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but they send you 8 little jars, and you get. I haven't gone through one of these yet, so each one has at least 5 servings in it. The one that is interesting that I really like is that next time I order, I might order as the big jar is their turmeric one.
Oh.
Where's it at?
Remind us what the
New Sunrise.
What's the brand on that?
So it's got this. It is Zenbear. Zenbear.
It's on that chart. It's on
so the New Sunrise is.
Because that friend that recommended it to Justus is the one that I'm like, maybe I'll see if I can become friends with them again after they've forgotten my existence and has access to our Excel spreadsheet.
Oh man. But Zenbear.
It's like, what's this strange spreadsheet here?
For those of us that don't have
Zenbear, and it's honey tea.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Honey tea.
And it comes out of Maine, I believe.
Oh well, then I'm out.
Yep, Bath, Maine.
AF.
I want to go to. Okay, we'll anyways, awesome. Any Justus, if the fine folks watching at home want to find you or Bard and Barbarian or 1985 Games, where do they go?
So I am at Stashmandu on all the all the socials, STACHEMANDO, where I post pictures of my mustache and try to learn how to use Twitter. I feel like a 90-year-old man on that one. Basically, I don't know how to use technology, so Twitter, I'm fumbling my way through. And then Bard and Barbarian on all the socials as well, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and 1985 Games on all said social media platforms as well.
That's popping up in the chat. Go follow Justus and all the things Justus does and is part of. Sean?
I'm Sean Banerjee. You can find me as @Sean Banerjee on Twitter, youtube.com/Sean Banerjee, Instagram Sean.Banerjee. It's the only one that's different.
Somebody took your name?
Yeah, right? There's some other
Should
Sean
we go
Banerjee
find
on
them
Instagram.
and like take them out?
No, it's probably
no? Okay.
There is another Sean Banerjee that gets my email sometimes. Here, nobody email me at seanbanerjee@gmail.com because that's not my email address. But people will email me there sometimes, and then he'll forward it to me because we've digitally met each other at this point. Hey, this is for you. Your production sounds really interesting. I'm a dentist.
That's like when you get mail and you have to forward it to the new address.
Him and I have chatted a little bit, but yeah, I feel a little bad that I've gotten all the social media stuff.
You got there first. Look,
he got Instagram and Gmail. Oh no, but that's okay. So, but
I call it a tie at this point.
Yeah, right. Hey Sean, I hope you're doing okay.
Oh,
I'm
there's
sorry if
Hova.
you're still getting email from me. And what about you, Rosie?
Rosie_games and Twitter. And I guess if you want to follow me on Instagram, add 22 to the end of that, and that's my Instagram. That's it, though. I don't really do anything else.
Rosie
I barely do
Games.
Instagram.
22 because you're 22 years old. Got it.
Definitely, that's what. If you do 1985 and then to this current year, you get 22.
Yeah,
that's how math works.
I was an applied mathematics major before.
Unless it's 1822 and you're actually a undead
Are we doing
vampire.
this is the second episode that I get to be like a vampire time traveler? Yes. The reason it's 22 is because I was born on March. I was born on the 22nd.
March 22nd. That's right around the corner, or was just happened. Happy birthday.
Something. And I'm also a time traveler, vampire. Obviously.
I mean, that's why you're not on any of the Vampire the Masquerade streams with Justus, even though he does 90 of them, because
all I want to do is learn how to play that fucking game. That's all I want to do. That's like the next goal in my life.
I would not say that I know how to play. I know I do what I'm told. So there's that, and I enjoy it. It's a dark world, but I don't know how to play it.
We'll do a tea-themed one-shot Vampire the Masquerade.
I already even have the setting I wanted in because I read a book and I fell in love with a setting. It's fine. It's all good. I'll make it happen at some point in between the 65 other things we do. It's cool.
I think we've entered the post-credit scene of this episode at this point.
We have. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. The people who are watching.
And Justus.
Yes.
And Justus. Well, yeah.
Thanks for having me on here.
Of course. What do we say at the end of this thing?
I think it's your turn to say it.
Sip happens.
Sip happens.